These are the brushes that I'm going to be using today to create a look, and while I create a look, I will be talking about these brushes and how I use them individually. So face isn't done yet. I haven't put a little powder on. My brows are done, but my face, in terms of products and lashes and all of those things, I haven't done any of that yet. So we are going to get into that in a minute. The palette that I will be using is this beauty right here, Miss Pat Mcgrath. This palette was the holiday palette that came out with these beautiful colors, and that's why I selected this palette to use, because I think it has a good range of mattes and sparkly shades, and I'm going to use these brushes here. So all of this is going to happen today. Without further ado, we're going to get into this video using these 10 eye brushes, possibly 12 eye brushes. These are my personal choices for eye brushes to use. If you like videos like this, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share by clicking the subscriber button. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about these in depth. So I'm really excited about this video today, because this is something that I wanted to do, or I want to do for you guys. I think that eye brushes are the tools that you need to create different looks and great looks, and without them they're a little hard. And the thing is that everybody's eyelid, eye shades are different. So if you have hooded eyes such as myself, then we'll appreciate this. These brushes that I have today, it took a while for me to collect them. So if you are a beginner, don't feel any type of way about it. With any type of collection, it is years of curation. So, you know, you pick up a little bit here, you pick up a little bit there. As the time goes, your collection grows, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna get into this today. All right, so just stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's get started. I'm going to start off with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot and a MAC Synthetic Duo Fiber Brush. I'm going to use this as an eye primer, and if you don't know, if you really want your makeup to last on your eyes, you definitely need an eye primer, and the MAC Painterly Paint Pots are one of the best. I'm going to take a 242 brush, and I'm just going to use that same paint pot to carve out my eyebrows. If you guys want a real clean look, it's really important to carve out those eyebrows and define it. So with this step, you just need a really thin brush, and take your time. You know that they are not twins, but they are sisters. Alright guys, so once that is done, we're going to get the Pat Mcgrath Odyssey palette, and I'm taking a Jaclyn Hill brush. This brush is nice and fluffy, and I'm going to use it with the nice neutral brown shade from the Pat Mcgrath palette. And I really like using a fluffy brush to lay down shadows on the eyelids. It is extremely helpful to spread and just get a nice even coat. Next, I'm going into a rosier pink with the Sonia G. This comes in the Sky Set collection, or you can get these brushes individually. But this time I'm doing more of a stamping because this shadow is really pigmented, guys. So always kind of check to see how much you have. Next, I'm going in with the MAC 221 brush, and if you have small eyes, this brush is a beast. I'm going in with a deeper rosier shade from the palette, also matte, and I'm just going to work that into the crease. This brush is so excellent for that. It's very satisfying. So if you can just take a look, you see the color
has really built up nicely when you layer. Next, going into that nice chocolate brown shade from the palette, and I'm using my Scott Barnes brush. Now, Scott Barnes brush, oh my goodness, this is one of my favorites. Guys, if you don't have this brush, you need to get it. But I'm directly going to pull the product out, making that nice V shape. This brush is synthetic, it is nice, it is easy to work with, and oh my goodness, it just does wonder. Such a well-made brush. Next, I'm going in with a smaller detail brush from the Sky Set from Sonia G. I'm just going to blend out that product. Once you lay a product down, always come back and just kind of diffuse it and blend it again. Next, I'm going in with a creamy shade, but before I do that, I'm going to take the Hourglass pencil in Forest, and I'm just going to line the lid, making sure that the lid is nice and coated so that shimmer green product can stick on. So just take your time with this. Using a paddle brush, going back into that beautiful green. Oh my goodness, I think this is one of the most outstanding shades in this palette. It's like a beautiful sea green. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just patting it along. Next, I'm going in with the Smith brush and this nice, beautiful shade. It's an arrowhead brush and it's wonderful for getting into the inner crease of the eye. As you can see, it lays nicely and it allows you just to pull the product out. Very nice brush, well recommended and well loved. Next, I'm going to take that liner from Hourglass in Forest and line the bottom lash line. Once that is done, I'm going in with the rosy shade with the small detail brush, blowing it out. And next I'm going to use another tiny brush from Smith Cosmetics, and I'm using that sea green in the palette just to put it on. Also going back with the arrowhead brush and taking the champagne shade to the inner line of the eye. Alright guys, eyes done. There you have it. Thanks for watching.